It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's talk about Vegas. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Hangovers and Hampay's upcoming 2023 Vegas trip Q&A session.
Woo!
Yes, less than 3 weeks. Our first vlog will be out, so Jolene had an idea to just do a Q&A and put it out on social media during the week. I thought you're going to get maybe 2 people sending, 3 questions each or something. Who's going to be interested? But yeah,
there was actually a really good response. So we have quite a lot of questions to get through, but it's talking about our favourite topic, so that should be fun.
Yeah,
and
why not?
We've got boozies.
Yeah, Jolene's made margaritas. Cheers.
Well, when chatting about Vegas, you need them.
You have to.
Cheers. Didn't even say cheers, just straight in. Boom.
Yeah,
They are
chugging. Oh, they're nice. Lovely. Right, so I only know maybe 2 or 3 questions of these.
Chris didn't want to know them because then he would be over analytical about his responses.
Yes.
Maybe.
There's nothing wrong with that, but I just like to react on the fly and then think about it. 5 minutes later, I'll go, actually, that question will change my mind. That might happen, but I just want to be hit with it and just a natural reaction. That's what I want for each question.
Okay.
So, let's get started. Get stuck in, people.
You don't need to think too much about the first one because it's dead easy.
Well, that's good. Right.
What do you two do for work?
I work in aerospace. Very simple. I build airplanes. That's it. Yeah.
I'm a project manager in the public sector in the UK as well.
Yeah, pays the bills.
That's it. Oh, I should have said that was asked by Vegas Through Hannah's Eyes, who is an Instagram account.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Vegas
Hannah.
Through Hannah's Eyes. Cheers.
She also asked this next question as well, which is...
Are we allowing people 2 questions? What?
Well, why not?
Here, we'll have to. Had to fill it out somehow, people, you know.
And it's first thoughts when you saw Vegas for the first time.
Oh, it was just...
1 second. Can your dementia remember back that far?
Oh, definitely. I do. I just remember seeing it from the plane, looking out, and it was just, wow, is that real? Is that really there? Is it a mirage? You know, I found it hard to compute that you're actually there. I wanted to go for so long, and then when we finally went in 2011, it was just surreal, especially because you're so tired and you haven't experienced that sort of long 25, 26 hour days.
Yeah.
And I remember just walking down the strip and the scale of the hotels and the size, just looking up at everything, going, wow. I felt I just needed to pinch myself that there's somewhere on earth just like this. And it's been magical, and it's been magical to me ever since, every time I've went, and I just keep on to go back. So
I did love it the first time I saw it too. I was just like, oh my God, everything's so big. But the first day that I experienced Vegas, I was crying in Caesar's Palace because
by about 5:30
I wanted to go home.
Yeah.
Purely because we were just so exhausted from traveling. So I can't say it was love at first sight for me, but from the very next day it definitely was.
Yeah, it was. It was the first time I went. We flew from Belfast to stayed over at Gatwick, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then the next morning, I think it was an early flight. I think it was maybe 11 o'clock.
It was.
UK
Whenever
time.
they did the really early flights.
Yeah.
And we had just had our wedding the day before. So
2 days before, wasn't it? Yeah.
So
it
we were
was
just exhausted
chaos.
anyway.
Yeah, we were just so exhausted. And then with the early flight going there, you had all day in Vegas. I think we landed like 2 o'clock Vegas time.
2 o'clock in the afternoon. So by like dinner time, I was just an emotional wreck.
Yeah. A couple of friends, Tom and Jan had been there the year before.
Yeah.
And they told us the best advice we can give you is do not go back to the hotel room. Or if you do, just go in, get a shower, get straight out. Because as soon as you sit in the bed and lie down, you're gone and you'll wake up at 3 in the morning or something. So I was trying to stick to that as best I could, and I could only take Jolene crying at me so long. And I think we lasted about 7 o'clock, 6:30.
Yeah.
And I remember you fell asleep first, and I was sitting on the end of the bed just going, stay awake, stay awake, stay awake. It was about 3-4 minutes I was sleeping, and you wake up and you don't know where you are, and it was like 5 a.m. and went to Blondie's for breakfast.
I know.
Yeah, for those famous breakfast burritos, which as we're staying in Planet Hollywood again, we'll probably do.
Okay, so DJ Jenny and me,
right guys?
hi guys, has said, which slot are you most excited to try out this trip? I'm going first.
Yes, absolutely. You go.
Huff and more Puff.
Yeah.
Because I love Huff and Puff anyway, but the one with the like buzzsaw and the whale, that wasn't there when we were there last time, so I'm so excited to try that one this time.
Yeah, and trying to get the mansion bonus.
Yeah.
We didn't have a good time on Huff and More Puff last year.
No, Huff and Puff.
Well, Huff and Puff, because Huff and More Puff, sorry, came out after I think we left. So we didn't, like, because it was hard to chase the bonuses. The first night we played it, you got a bonus very quick in Mandalay Bay.
Yeah.
And then we tried it quite a few times, and I was really struggling to get bonuses. But
I think we only got about 2 the whole trip.
I think so, yeah, and that was downtown. But we got the second one. But to be honest, I haven't really thought about slot I'm looking forward to play. I remember
we have this conversation in the house because our son wants to go to Vegas for his 21st, and he's like, that's the one I'm playing, and Huff and Puff's his pick too.
Yeah, when he's 21, so please don't discontinue that game, that slot before he goes. So what's that, another 3 years? Yeah, so please don't discontinue that, whoever makes it. But in terms of, I remember watching one of Matt Bridger's trips. It probably would have been about 6 months ago. He was, I think he was taking viewers picks or something, might have been, or somebody was with him. I think it was a woman with him, and they played this like a night game or something. It was a slot with nights in it, and he got a good bonus, and I liked the look of it.
Oh yeah, that
sort of stood out to me. I'll probably need to go back and watch it, but I haven't actually thought of one I'm dying to play. It's just all the usual suspects, Buffalo Link from last year, and Dragon Link, and Lightning Link, and all that. Actually that new one, was it Chica Bonita? Chica Bonita, Lightning Link.
Yeah, well, I like the sound of that one as well, because it's got the, like, on the Lightning Link section of it, you can win like major. Mm-hmm. Yes, please, gods.
Yeah,
that would be great.
It would probably be that.
We'll
Chica Bonita. Yes. We'll go for that when we're
there. So Chaz P. Myers says, what property do you think your next hand pay will be at? I like how he said next hand pay. Like we're getting one, because we haven't actually ever
positive
had a
energy.
Hand pay.
Thank you. Cheers, Chaz. Thanks very much. You go first.
I'd like to say Mandalay Bay, because that last night we had in Mandalay Bay was epic.
Yeah,
and
we had 2 great nights there.
We did. So if we could just recreate one of them, but go that wee bit further with the hand pay, be awesome.
That's right. Although in Excalibur you had a good run in that. You got the unique high. So Excalibur's a place in our heart too. So if it's Excalibur, Mandalay Bay, I ain't gonna be picky. I'll take Casino Royale. So anywhere
that wants to give us a hand pay.
Anywhere.
Born to Vegas asks, hi guys.
All right, guys.
What place on your itinerary are you most looking forward to or excited about? I have to think about it actually, because our itinerary is quite long this trip. We have quite a lot of good things.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we do have quite a lot.
I'm really looking forward to trying the Steakhouse at Circus.
Mm-hmm.
We have that booked. Just because lots of people talk about it, say it's really good, and so I'm quite excited about trying that.
Yeah, you wanted to go there for a while, so have I. To be honest, it does. It looks really good. What stands out?
Oh, and Miranda Lambert.
Oh, Jolie's Miranda Lambert, of course. Yeah, I think that would be above the Steakhouse for you.
Yeah, probably. See, that's what I mean. There's so much good stuff that I'm like, I don't know what.
Well, I just like every day. I just enjoy every day's experience, no matter what we do. Every day's a proper adventure in Vegas, and I can't think of one thing that's standing out. I'm buzzing 10 out of 10 for every day, and that's the way I am, honestly.
And like most...
Maybe we just booked everything for Jolene's taste, and that's the problem.
No.
Yeah.
But
we're going to see Ka, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. That should be good. Oh, actually, I do have something. We're going over the UFC Adesanya fight, so I'm looking forward to doing a watch party somewhere. That should be really good on a Saturday night. Yeah, so that'll probably be it. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Terry.Drange, what is your daily slot play money, and do you ever go over it chasing a bonus?
Terry, how's it going? Thanks for the question. It sort of depends. Like we'll bring about 280, 250 to 300 per day, depending.
Yeah.
Each.
Just depends what we've got planned.
Yeah, and if you're going to like a good steakhouse or you spend a lot in food,
some days we roll some of that into those days where we're going to more expensive places.
We'll usually go down. We like to keep as much as we can for the evening. We like to slot play in the evening, not so much early in the day. And if we do early in the day, it'll be low rolling. So we try and keep like 100, 150 for later on at night to play the slots.
We never go back to the safe.
No.
But last year I did go back to the safe on the last night.
You did?
And it was a good job I did.
I know. Back to the safe and then
took
only
out
$100.
Yeah, so that was worth it.
How much did you bring down?
$60.
$60. Yeah. And we went to Mandalay, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mandalay Bay, yeah.
Excalibur. So I turned like 60 that I shouldn't have had because that was safe money into 560, I think. So yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
So sometimes it works, but I don't want to make a habit of going back to the safe.
I thought it was more than 560. Turned 60 into 800 or something.
Yeah, between us both, I won 500 in my own right.
No,
that wasn't all my
sure?
money. Yes, 100%. Sure, I had to half it all with you.
Oh right, no, you didn't because your uni car. That was all you. Yeah, that was you. Yeah. So we won like 800 odd, and then you won 200 or something. That would add, something like that.
Yeah.
But so it shows sometimes even dipping in that little bit for $60, which I'm not saying I wouldn't do. I would maybe do if it carried some over or had some excess cash. But yeah, generally we'd just go, if we're having a bad night in the slots, we'll maybe stop with $40 left and have a beer somewhere or sit down or just go and get something to eat, something like that. But yeah, we never generally go over the budget.
And when we say like 280, that's not our daily slot play, that's our daily allowance each.
That's food, everything,
because the slot money just comes out of that, and if we've no money to slot, then we've no money to slot, really.
We'll always keep something for it,
Yeah. Okay, Leanne says, where are you staying in Vegas this time around?
We're staying at the Planet Hollywood for 2 weeks. We went on our honeymoon in 2011 to Planet Hollywood for 2 weeks, so it's like...
Can't wait, like party
come
hotel.
full circle, yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, it was very much party vibe, wasn't it? We went there, we loved it, and like the elevators all had like plasma screens in the ceiling and just dance music on, and loved the whole vibe of the place. The Miracle Mile of shops, the amount of eateries there, there's cheap eats, there's cheap bars, and the location is 10 out of 10. You can't get better location than Planet Hollywood, Bellagio area, Cosmopolitan area on the Strip. I do love Excalibur and everything up there, and I love that corner. That's my favourite corner in the world, but you're limited, and to get down to the Link Promenade or get down to the Wynn or get down to Resorts World, it's a pain. We hopped on and off the bus quite a lot last time, and we're not going to do it this time because we'll be able to walk. Like you're 5 to 10 minutes from the Link walking. And
I'm never getting the homeless shelter on wheels again. I have 100% said that.
Some great characters on that bus.
Oh my god,
it really is.
The bus is terrible. I'm never getting it again.
Awful joy. Yeah, you feel a bit safer in an Uber, I have to say.
Well, the last night that we got it was just like all these homeless people just sleeping on it. I'm like, no.
Was I drunk?
Yes.
Was I one of them?
We were sober.
Yeah, I know. And they've got rid of the was it SDX Express, which missed out a lot of stops. So that was a lot better to get that. But the last time we just had to use the Deuce, and it was every stop, and it can take forever to get up and down the Strip, to be honest.
I just think it's not worth my time standing waiting 40 minutes on a bus when I could be where I want to be. You can nearly walk quicker sometimes.
Sometimes you could, yeah.
Okay, so Steve Smith from Ohio, hi
Oh,
Steve,
wow.
says, what is your favourite slot you're afraid to admit you play? Mine is, what's it called? Wizard of Oz. I never win anything on it, and I stupidly fire hundreds of dollars in it every trip, expecting a different outcome, but it never happens. But I do love like the cheesy music and all. Yeah, but I never win anything.
It would probably be Britney or Shark Week, maybe. Yeah, anything shark related. Sharknado. I'm a great white shark fan, so. Yeah, sort of those. It's just purely for the gimmick, and it's just take my money. I don't really care if I get a bonus. You get a Britney tune every now and then, which is just as good as going to see her. Just put your show ticket money into the machine. You'll get exactly the same experience, only you might win something back.
Oh dear. Charlie Thomas.
Hey Charlie.
Says, favorite casino you always want to gamble in and why?
I'd say I have two.
Ooh, I have one big standout.
Yours will be mine. One of mine, I'm sure.
I don't think so.
No? Okay,
mine's
go.
Casino Royale.
Oh, right, okay. It wasn't mine.
Purely because the people watching's amazing, and I love that because I'm a nosy cow.
Yeah.
And I love to sit and make up wee stories about people in the casino in my head.
She does this all the time, even when we're here in England. She sees the worst thing is if an old man's just walking about. Oh, his wife's dead, and he's just going to the shops to get himself a dinner for himself. So how do you know? She's maybe send him to the shops to buy dinner for both of them, or if there's an old man, sitting in the bar on his own. She's all this sob story, lined up, and it's like,
I just feel
how do you even think about that? Yeah.
But I do love. It makes me sound like I'm real sado just having these conversations in my head with myself.
I don't people watch really, and
no, Chris doesn't, and it's so annoying because
when I'm abroad on holiday, I'll do a little bit, but not Jolene's level. No.
I always want to gossip with someone about it, and Chris is like, Jolene, you're going to get chinned one day.
She nearly did in Liverpool once. A druggie coming in. Yeah, I just didn't watch because I'm like, you so deserved that. You were just staring at her. She scared me, to be honest. She probably knocked me out too.
But casino. Back on the question.
Right, sorry.
Casino Royale, just purely because of the people watching.
Yes.
Cheap drinks. I like the vibe. It's got a funky smell, but I don't care.
And you've always got this chance of walking in someone in the bathroom. They don't lock the toilets. And...
like that one.
Jesus, that's etched to my mind. I went into the bathroom at Casino Royale, and I just walked in, and the cubicle wasn't locked, so I pushed it open, and there was someone there mid-wipe. I'm just saying. I shut the door and walked out, and it's like, oh sorry, walked out, and Jolene were leaving, and we just left.
See, you don't get stories like that in the Venetian or
no, you don't.
I
haven't been to the toilet in Casino Royale since.
It's my favourite
10 years
casino.
ago.
Right, favourite casino to gamble in anyway. Yeah, what's yours?
Mandalay Bay. Joined first, Mandalay Bay. Just because I love the layout of the casino. It's spaced out, it's not cramped. Drink service is really good generally when we go, and we had such two great experiences last time.
Yeah, we did.
One seemed to win the best out of any casino, which I didn't expect either. But yeah, it's just the layout, the vibe of it, and the success rate. And then number two would be the Wynn. I just feel the Wynn has that real high class about it. We didn't win anything in the slots, but coming out of there, I felt valued. While I was there, I felt valued. The staff were the best that we've ever encountered. Done absolutely everything for us, and it really makes me want to go back and maybe try and get something on a win card there and try and get some comps in the future, maybe. But
we'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So those would be the two casinos, to be honest.
Okay, so Rachel Curtis.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. Says, what are your first morning traditions? We have a first morning tradition. And we used to have a first night tradition. So traditionally, our first night consisted of going to I nearly said it. Going to Slots of Fun.
Yes, just the, sort of out the front of Circus, yeah.
Yeah, and like we loved that. It was great. Like did a bit of bowling in there.
Yeah. But that started when we stayed at the Riviera, so went across the road.
So that was always our first night tradition. From our second trip, we did that, and then
which we didn't do last time.
We didn't do it last time because it was just too far to go around. But I'm glad we didn't. No, because it's sketchy as down there now at night time.
There's nothing really in Slots of Fun anymore. There was. There used to be a bowling alley and everything, so we would go and play bowls and then play a few slots, work our way into Circus.
And it had like a Subway and a Nathan's, you know, so you just could have like poppled around in there for
They could do a lot with that property. I don't know why they don't. They could have a big bar lined up along the side, you know, all your drinks and everything. I don't know. It just, you think with Resorts World there now, and then Fountain Blue, you know,
like a big top bar. Like a circus themed bar.
Yeah.
It could be dead cool
in a
strange way.
You know, I'd say with Fountain Blue going to be there as well as Resorts World. Yeah. You're going to have footfall there. So maybe there is plans to do something because it just seems to be empty at the moment.
Yeah, it does.
And there was barely any slots when we were there, and I think there's even less now from that time last year.
So we've got to make a new tradition this time. We haven't quite decided what we're doing on our first night yet. That's the only night we don't really have too many plans.
Yeah.
But our first day, we always go to Walmart.
Yeah.
Chris loves to get some fish and stuff, and we always go and like stock the fridge in the room, or the last time the room bar.
Yeah, get all our alcohol basically. It's the cheapest way to do it, and it's a good way to spend the morning.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, we don't have massive stores like that here. It's amazing. Yeah,
I know. So you always get something you don't think you're gonna get.
Yeah, so that's what we do.
So the next one is from Rachel Hunt from Hunting Vegas.
Hi Rach, yes.
And she says, what's the best and worst meal you've had in Las Vegas? I can instantly think of the best.
Best is,
Oscars.
Oscars, yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
But I'm also not sure if I see Oscars with rose-tinted glasses because the whole day was an amazing day when we went to Oscars, because that was a day that we renewed our vows.
Yeah. No, the whole experience of it as well.
But the whole experience in that restaurant and the food.
Nothing.
And I've never had Brussels sprouts like it since, and I still talk about them now.
Tell everybody about it.
But I think for me, trying to pick a worst restaurant, or my worst restaurant, is really hard because I don't think I've had that bad of a meal in Vegas. Possibly.
I remember one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's still there. It was around where the link is. Was it even the link at the time when we were in Riviera? Was it around 2014?
Yeah, probably would have been.
Remember we went into like a Mexican place and I had fajitas or something. I was like, that's just completely tasteless.
That's still there.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like that something in Charlie's, Carlos and
is
Charlie's.
It might be the same one, yeah. But I don't know. Maybe it is, but I remember getting there and being totally underwhelmed for the first time in Vegas. That was the trip. I had 5 Quiznos. Philly cheesesteaks, the greatest things ever.
Yeah,
can't find them anymore.
So yeah, I don't think I've had a bad meal. I've had average meals all across Vegas, but
I'd say Heart Attack Bar and Grill wasn't great.
Oh yeah, it wasn't actually.
Yeah, that was it just tasted. I suppose I don't lie about it, lard,
and you just felt gross after.
Felt sick all day. Yeah. So yeah, I would. Since I can't really remember the other one, I'll go Heart Attack Bar and Grill.
I'll agree.
Yeah, and I had
it's
dinner
just
burger.
A gimmick.
Yeah, it is a gimmick. We had the chili cheese fries. Felt so sick, and I had the chili dog.
And
I had it all because I just didn't want to get spanked, and I felt so sick. And yeah, room a day. But there we go. See, this is good. It's just pops right into your head. You're trying to remember.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, so the next one then is Louise from Vegas. Cheers.
Hi, Louise. Yes.
Cheers.
Our friends. You know, you think they'd be first to ask a question. They've just literally asked this question this morning. The last people to ask a question was our Northern Ireland Vegas Club friends, Vegas Cheers and DG Vlogs.
Oh, yeah. Love both those guys, by the way.
Yes. Get watching, subscribing, folks.
Yeah, we have to give the big plug for big up the Northern Ireland.
Oh yes, yeah.
For all the size of our wee island, and we have 3 vloggers coming from there.
Fluent Northern Irish. If you watch all 3 of us, you get all different, all the different accents. Yeah.
So Louise says, if Vegas was to lock down or close while you were there, as much as we don't want it to happen, what would you do, knowing it would be a very long time before you were back? So what would you do on that day? This is a great question,
Louise. It's a great question, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming that's going to happen maybe halfway through the trip. So, with the remaining money you had, say you had maybe 1,500 or something, I'll go to a really expensive steakhouse, like the likes of Oscars or something. I'd have a nice meal, and then I would go to Whiskey Liquor Up, drink loads of their cocktails, and then I would just go to the casinos and do a casino crawl and gamble all my remaining money and bet in as high denominations as possible that would get me through the night.
That sounds like a cracking day.
Mm-hmm.
I would change room for the night, depending on where I was staying. And
I don't remember the room with the night that you're gonna have.
Yeah, but you still get to sleep in it before you go home.
I know you do.
Right. So, and I'd have one of those like wraparound suites in the Cosmo.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah. I'd
do that, and I'd buy a big bottle of champagne or prosecco, because I'm not fussy and I'm not classy.
Prosecco's fine. I love prosecco.
And I'd just sit in the balcony and watch the fountains.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd be down in the casino and you'd be on the balcony.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't even spend it together.
Oh dear. Okay, so Sloan says, what is your favourite place to eat and what's your favourite bar?
Cheers, Sloan. Thank you.
Yes,
Thanks for the question. Whiskey Liquor Up is easily your favourite place to drink.
100%. I agree with that as well. Yeah. That's my favourite bar.
Favourite place to eat?
My favourite place to eat.
We usually eat in different places every time.
Yeah, we do, but yeah.
You know, our favourite so far has been Oscars, so yeah, I would say. But I say a lot of those top steakhouses, it's like Primal and everything, the steakhouse, and Circus, and then there's that one in
SW Steak.
Is it down in Resorts World? What's the one in Resorts World?
Oh, Carver Steak.
Yeah, Carver Steak. You choose your knife and everything, somewhere like that. Or even, to be honest, Gordon Ramsay's pub. I thought it was beautiful for what we got.
That's my favourite.
Yeah.
Because it's got quite a eclectic menu as well, which I liked, and I love the beef Wellington.
Yes. Yeah. Covered all bases there, I think.
So, during the week we give Vegas Phoebe a bit of a fiendish question on their podcast. So if you haven't checked out their podcast, make sure you do that. Yeah. But they seem to have returned the favour in our Q&A.
Oh no.
So
I think it stunned Michael a bit, to be honest. This one, he was. I loved his answer. Yeah, he just passed it to Lindsay first. And, yeah. All right, guys.
Yes, thanks for the question, guys. They do have another question, but this is my favourite one by them so far. What would you rather fight? A 1 horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Oh. I have a fear of birds.
Oh, well, I've had a long time to think about this because I typed questions up. So I have a great answer. Well, I think my answer's great in my
So 100 horses the size of a duck?
Yeah.
And they're attacking you?
Yeah.
Right. Or a duck the size of a horse?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm thinking, even though I'm scared of birds, I'd say maybe the horse-sized duck, because there's only one of them, and I think I could take it down with a sword, just like through the throat or something.
Who says you have a sword?
Well, I'm imagining I've got a sword to fight, not a gun. I don't know why I wouldn't have a gun and just shoot it, but I just thinking there, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I go with the duck.
I'm 100% fighting the 100 ducks.
I can't believe this question.
Because, right, if you think about it, right, a horse-sized duck is going to be so much bigger than a swan, and a swan can break your arm with its wings.
It can.
So,
what kind of duck is the size of a horse?
I'm 100% fighting those horses. I love that question.
Oh my God. I have a Vegas hat on. I wasn't prepared for that.
Oh dear. Okay.
Love it, guys. That's brilliant.
So, Eddie from Born to Vegas. Hi, Eddie.
Hi, Eddie.
Says, if you were down to the last 100 of the vacation holiday.
I love it.
Bankroll. What machine?
What?
What machine? It was just the way I pronounced it.
Machine? What?
Do you know know where that
it's a
came
new polish product or something.
What machine are you playing and what casino?
Last $100.
Yeah, last $100.
It's between. I would go to Mandalay Bay because I think there's a chance of winning something.
Right.
And it would be Buffalo Link or Dragon Link. Buffalo Link because it kept us playing the longest. It just kept us in there and kept giving us money. So yeah, that's yeah.
Okay. I would probably say Lightning Link as well. And at Mandalay Bay.
Well, Lightning Link's different than Dragon Link. Lightning
Okay,
Link's the Chica Bonita one type.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, Lightning Link.
Yeah, Lightning Link.
That's the Spaceman one as well.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's it.
Right, okay. Yeah, Lightning Link then for me. But this was on Twitter, so then Colin from DJ Jenny and me came in and said,
Colin.
Let's expand on that question.
Oh.
Say you were given the $100 extremely free. Mm-hmm. Which machine and which casino then?
I would play Dragon Link, and I would do $5 spins.
Oh, like it. Go big or go home.
Yeah, a bit bigger. Yeah, it would go $5 spins on really any of the Dragon Links. Maybe the Genghis Khan because I like the times 2 you get in that.
Well, if mine's free, I'm going to Aria and I'm playing double top dollar and I'm doing $10 a spin.
I'm changing this. Sorry. Forget about that, Colin. That doesn't count. Sorry, you finished your question or answer? Sorry.
That's what mine is.
Okay, mine is Aria and $100 max betting on Moon Maiden's Mona. I absolutely love that machine. And going back, whoever asked that question earlier, what machine are you looking forward to playing? It's Moon Maiden's Mona. I don't know how I forgot about that. I'm so excited just for the music and nothing else.
It was like
so
I had
good.
to say Aria to make that pop
yeah, it just popped into my head. Oh yes, Moon Maiden's Mona. Yep.
Okay.
I'm excited. That's made me so more excited about the trip now. There's no one playing that slot.
Deverison, I think that's how you say it, guys. Sorry if I've got it wrong. Deverison Travel. What is 1 or 2 traditions that you have to do when in Vegas?
You always go and see the fountains.
Yeah.
Even though we tried to last time and they were cancelled with the wind.
And you always go to the conservatory. Like, it's at the stage now where we're trying to avoid seeing any videos of the new season's conservatory because it's like, no, I don't want to see it on a vlog or anything. I just want to see it.
Because I don't like it as it is. I'm just so sick.
So I drag them around it. So I have to do that. And I always have to go and stand in the corner where you've got New York, Excalibur, Tropicana and MGM, and just
love looking over at New York from Tropicana.
Just like soak that whole corner in because I love it.
Totally agree, yeah.
But then Walmart as well. Like, Walmart's a tradition.
I know. Highly excited.
We sound so classy.
I'm sure you're like,
Walmart.
Oh my god, that's a tradition. Just these people, I'm just unsubscribing because they're so bored.
Oh dear. I think this is a very good question, and it would be very, very dependent on different people's responses. But Teresa P said, what is your ideal or perfect length of stay in Vegas, budget permitting?
Ideal length of stay?
Yeah. For us, probably, coming from the UK,
it has to be over
a week.
Yeah, it has to be at least a week. Yeah. I'd say 10 nights is nice. We're doing 2 weeks because it's my 40th this year, so it's like, let's just do a big one.
Yeah.
I'd say 10 nights is nice. Yeah, 10 nights, perfect. A week.
You're just getting into your stride. Yeah, and then it's time to go home again, isn't it?
A week is too short because with about 4 days over you're sort of working home in a few days, and we need to like cram stuff in.
But like, don't get me wrong. Nice. If I lived like somewhere closer in America, say,
it's different.
Like 4 nights would be ideal, just because you're like maybe a 3 or 4 hour flight. It's the flight and the travel, and for us, like driving down to London and all that, you've got to make it worthwhile for going.
Yeah, that's true. If you were on sort of the same time, it would just be like going to Spain really for us, wouldn't it? So Spain or Greece or something. So if we I would take long weekends. If I lived in America or something, yeah, I would do long weekends there, 3-4 nights, no problem.
Okay, and
Love
then...
night of margarita. All right, we're topped up. So...
Okay, so the next question is Vegas Baby's other question, which is how do you choose the hotels you stay in and on your trips, and how important a factor is it to you?
It's not really important to me. It just depends. But generally I see it as somewhere just to lay your head at night. There's so many more things that I would rather spend my money on than a hotel room. As long as the hotel room is clean, it's comfortable, I would happily stay on the strip. Really, we've stayed in the timeshare and that was fine. Royal Resort, and it was spot on, to be honest.
Well, we're still at the stage where like comps aren't enough to see us through the whole trip. And then we haven't been able to sort out our players cards for a start. So we need to sort them out whenever we go back, because we can't get into our accounts while we're here, which is a nightmare. But
emailed back and forward so many times.
Even at that, I've looked at flights only, and we've got like to the stage where we looked for a trip like for later in the year or towards the start of next year, and when we're looking at that, flights on their own were more expensive than booking a complete package. So if we're going to get a package being cheaper than flights only, then I'm taking that every day of the week. So like Chris says, hotel isn't overly important. I'd rather have more spends to spend in Vegas than pay on the hotel.
100%. If you're like, if we look up Virgin Holidays, for example, to Las Vegas, we put in low to high, and then Excalibur comes up for £1,000 for 10 nights, and the Cosmos 2,200 for 10 nights. I'm booking Excalibur every single time. If you got the Cosmo for about 1,500-1,600, then I would think about it just for that nicer hotel room. But
well, the good thing is as well,
we're never in a hotel room much. It's literally somewhere to have a nap and then to sleep at night, and then that's it. So
but if you do book the Excalibur, say, on your package, well, there's nothing to stop us when we get our cards sorted. Like acquiring comps and like just checking out of one or being double booked.
When it comes to that, and when it gets comps, of course, you're going to look at the higher hotels and everything, and you're going to stay there. But generally, I'm happy with Excalibur. Haven't dipped as low as Circus, but
I'll never stay.
I think Excalibur.
Actually, I will never stay there. I will never stay there.
There we go. Well, that was detailed enough for you guys.
Okay, so the next one is what's the one thing that you... Oh, sorry, this is from Darren Graham, DJ Vlogs.
DJ Vlogs. What about you, mate?
It's so Belfast there. Cheers, mate.
I know. Accent instantly changes people. Just like that.
What's the one thing you'd love to do in Vegas that the other one would hate? So what would you love to do that I'd hate?
I think there's that race car track, isn't there?
Oh, God,
I would love to go and like race one of the sports cars around it. Or maybe go to the gun range. I would like to do that.
I have two things.
At some point, that
I know that you would hate, but I still want to do.
Yeah.
So I would love to go on a helicopter, but Chris would hate it, and he would never do it, and I would never go by myself.
Yeah.
And then I would also really like to go to Zach. Is it Zach Braniff's? What's it called?
Oh yeah.
It's Haunted Museum in
thanks.
downtown.
Devil worshippers in the basement. No thanks. I'm not touching any of that stuff.
I really want to go, but Chris won't go because he's afraid a ghost might attach itself to him.
That's it. No, thank you. I'll stay outside, people. You can go inside if you want. I'll just do a live stream or something, just talk to people. Jolene's in there talking to the witches or something. I don't know, but it does look good.
I'd just be among my people.
Yeah, you would. Burn it at the stake, people.
Nurse Punk says, "What's your go-to breakfast on the strip?"
Hello, Nurse Punk. Thank you for the question.
Yeah, thanks.
I go to breakfast. It's a place I would always like to go every trip. We didn't go the last trip. High's House of Go-Go. I love going there for breakfast.
I knew you were going to pick that.
Yeah, we're going 100% going this time. I can't speak for any other dishes in there apart from the chicken eggs Benedict because I get it every time I go. I absolutely love it. it fills you for the day. So I don't know about the rest of the menu, but judging by the queues outside to get in, and you have to get early to get a table.
Yeah.
We love it, but generally there's a lot of times we didn't eat breakfast the last time.
I know we didn't.
You know, we just weren't hungry until like the afternoon time.
Or we had like little pots of granola or something.
Yeah, we didn't have an appetite until about a week into the holiday.
Yeah,
it was strange. Some nights you weren't eating at like 8 o'clock, and you'd had maybe a sandwich at 12. But
my go-to budget breakfast is definitely Blondie's. They do a great breakfast.
That's true. We've been there so many
really good
times.
value if you go before 11.
Yeah, so I like Blondie's. Yeah.
Jackie says, "What's the best show you've seen in Vegas?"
Jackie, easily for me, it was dragged to this one. I had a cold from getting to Vegas on the plane.
I totally didn't think you were going to pick this.
And I was in the room lying down. Jolene had bought tickets for Jersey Boys. And she dragged me up there, and I was so angry. I was like, I'm not well, I don't want to go to this. And it was, I don't know where it was, all the tablets it was on, but I found it the best show I've ever seen. I loved it. The singing, the stage, choreography, everything. The story, absolutely loved it, and I've never seen a show that has like moved me or made me feel emotions like that before. So I don't know, I just absolutely loved it. So definitely wasn't Britney.
I really didn't think you were going to pick that. I'm really surprised by that. Wow,
little ball of mystery.
Mine is probably Celine.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Carrie Underwood.
No, Celine was better than Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, Celine was brilliant.
She was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That would be second.
Yeah, so, and I did love Jersey Boys too.
Yeah, that would be second.
Okay, Louise says, what is your favourite go-to comp casino drink?
Well, thanks to Vegas Phoebe, it's the pina colada since the last trip. We wouldn't have tried them unless they tried them in Excalibur. The Excalibur done the nicest pina coladas out of all of them, including Cosmo and Aria and everywhere. Harrah's done a good one. We had one down there in the afternoon, but the cocktails definitely pina colada, and generally after that it's just beers, whatever beer I fancy.
I love a lemon drop at the Cosmo.
Yeah,
it was good.
Not that weird one you had with the bud of the plant. And that was the biggest con of all time.
That's the one you buy, though. You have to buy that.
Here's a cocktail that tastes shit, and then when you eat this plant, you can't taste it. It's shit. It's great, isn't it? Who come up with that idea?
Michaela says, "What's your most cringe-worthy memory, drunk or sober, that has happened?" I think we have a lot of those.
We do have a lot of them. Yeah. Hi, Michaela.
Yes, hi, Michaela.
Cringe. Oh God, some of the photos were cringe. Like, you're probably expecting one of me pointing at the New Year's Eve sign. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of how bad I was, how drunk I was. I feel cringe looking back at her vlog last year, her wedding day, where I'm steaming, just shouting into the camera, "This is my place" and everything, and I do feel cringy about that. So to be honest, that's the only thing I've ever felt cringe about in Vegas.
And like the word baby comes out so much.
I know, baby, yes, baby, this, baby, that, and everyone's like, "Oh, shut him up." Yeah, so probably that, honestly. But it was good content, but God, I sounded terrible.
Mine's probably going to Britney, thinking that was ever a good idea to go to Britney.
It's my fault.
I know.
I like Britney. Or like Britney.
Yeah, Britney Spears.
Going to the timeshare, how about that?
Oh yes, that as well.
That was bad. You know, that was horrendous.
Oh my God,
that was the first time in Vegas, and we went to the timeshare, you get free tickets. And
in the end, we told them Chris didn't have a job, just so they'd let us leave.
Yeah. They kept us there for what, 2 hours?
2 hours.
Yeah.
Told the whole room that we were on our honeymoon and that they were glad to see us up and about.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And
it was terrible.
Like with Adam and stuff, and she's like, think of Adam. And it's like, what do you mean think of Adam?
We're only going to bring Adam to
Vegas. What are you talking about? It's like, you know, it costs a fortune to come here in flights. You know, a timeshare isn't going to do anything for us. And she wouldn't take no for an answer. So yeah, I look back at that and going, why didn't I just get up and walk out? But
I know.
we got our free tickets out of it, so and it was for a good show too, wasn't it? Holly Madison.
Yeah, Holly Madison's Peep Show. Yeah. Okay, I love this question. This is from Graham of Vegas Cheers.
Cheers, Graham, Louise.
If you had to be a Fremont street performer for an hour, what would you do? And who would make the most in tips?
I just keep thinking of that old man dancing, the gap outside Whiskey Liquor Up. I'd have to be him. But I never see him make any money. But I love him. The entertainment he provides is, like somebody dressed as Chucky or something with the dolls. That guy with the pole dancer and all, puppet, he's great too, that's brilliant. But your man's giving it this. He's brilliant. Yeah, I'd be him.
I don't actually know what I would do because I have absolutely zero talents.
We could have a dance off. You could be over there doing this. And we could like dance off against each other. There'd be a crowd of people around.
Oh, do a bit of line dancing.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'd just try and get people to like take photos with me. I'd go and buy some crappy props.
Yeah.
And get people to take photos with me, and then I would make the most in tips because you charge $20.
Yeah, you would. That's amazing.
So,
just dress as Chucky or something, or Chewbacca, the one that got away. I really wanted a photo with Chewbacca.
That's Chris's biggest regret.
It is. If it was a question of my biggest regret, it was that. Yeah, not taking a photo with Chewbacca. Dwelled on it all the rest of the trip.
A great question, Graham. If nothing else, to see Chris dancing in his seat there.
I might join him in this next trip.
Okay, so this is the last question.
Oh,
and it's from Sean. What is your must stay at bucket list hotel?
Hi Sean, must stay. I'll go the Win. I really want to stay at the Win. Just for, like I said, the way you're treated and everything, and it's just a beautiful, top-notch hotel. And I've seen it in vlogs and everything. Coin Show stayed there and it looked amazing.
They did. Yeah. It looked really, really good.
Yeah.
I would say the Cosmo Wraparound Terrace Suite.
Yeah, I totally agree with that too, and I have no problem saying that as well. Just the balcony, I would like the balcony. I would. So it's between the both of them, a toss up between them two, but I'd be happy with either because the views from the Win are stunning as well.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Okay.
That it?
Yeah. So that's
wrapped
it.
Up.
So in about 3 weeks' time, our vlogs will be dropping. Aiming to get them out every day again while we're there. Yeah. So there should be about 15 then by the time you do go in and coming home. Yeah. So like 15 vlogs.
Yeah. Every day coming at you, people.
Coming at you.
Me lying, just think of me lying in bed dying at it and everything, It's gonna be so good. Yeah.
So would also like to thank everyone for liking and subscribing and sharing our channel over the past few months. Really shocked that we got over the 1,000 subscribers so quickly. It's a really big achievement for us. We're really happy, and it's been fabulous. I'm just so overwhelmed.
Flattered, stunned, and I can't believe it. We've got 1,000 before we're going back. It's Turkey helped. Sort of it
was my singing at the karaoke.
Exactly. Just subscribed in droves after that, didn't it? Just everyone, thank you so much, honestly.
They don't all cancel your subscriptions because I promise there'll be no more karaoke singing from me.
If we can find a karaoke bar in Vegas, it's happening. You're right. So just like to say thank you everybody, and
make sure you all turn on the notifications because 3 weeks, people, we'll be back.
All the best, people. Cheers.